Hey there, Russ here. Welcome back to the shop. So, I want to show you my kind of finished, semi-finished soldering station. And when I say it that way, it's because you know me. First off, it's probably never finished. I'm always changing and improving what it is that I have there. Anyway, but before we take a quick look at it, this is where I normally set. And in order to where that cabinet is, we're going to do a 180-degree spin. And then I will look at the cabinet. But I wanted you to kind of think about something. Go outside the box for a moment and think about this cabinet. I know one of the first things I'm sure that anybody that looks at my videos on this project are going to say, well, I don't have a cabinet like that with a little pull-out tray. But honestly, you could take any steel cabinet with metal shelves. And if it were me, I'd want one where the shelves were adjustable. And you could do this same type of thing and make each shelf area a set of drawers or open cubbies, and you can make it your own out of this steel cabinet. So the cabinet gives you a good foundation to do something, to build a metal cabinet to work within. And it doesn't matter really whether it's a soldering station, you do wood burning, wood carving, leather work, just about anything you could do in that if you have this nice little area that you can do it at. Those steel cabinets are perfect to turn into good little hobby stations like this soldering station that I put together here. And so if you open your mind, just think about what you would want in your cabinet if you were to build that, and what specialty would it really be for. So this is going to be great because my soldering, the type of soldering stuff that I do, I don't need this huge dedicated area, and this will be nice to have this little small area. So anyway, enough rambling. Let's go turn around here and let's take a quick look at what I've done and what's the status of everything the way it is now. So, just going to turn around here, and this is the cabinet that we have with the pull-out tray. It locks in at halfway point right here so that I can take and use this as a nice little cabinet. Or I can pull it all the way out, and now I have this nice big area and a nice little tool tray back here to set tools while I'm working here. So this gives me a nice flexibility as to what kind of work table this actually is. So I have some of these metal magnets up here that I stick right to the bottom of the cabinet with little hooks on them, and I can hang things from them. So like when I'm not using my soldering iron, I hook the cord up on one of those little hooks to keep it up out of the way. I chose the Ryobi soldering gun or iron because of its flexibility in the controlling the temperature. So I think it'll more than do the work. And what's nice is that I can take it mobile if I want to, just using one of my Ryobi batteries. So, but it's probably going to pretty much sit here at 99.9% of its life, I suspect. So has good tips on it, and so I think maybe this will work real well. Now, I don't think I'm going to do much in the way of circuit board type soldering. I may have to get into that some. Mostly what I want to do, my soldering, is I want to take a project and make a new battery-powered battery pack that runs off of those Ryobi batteries. And I've decided I'm going to just tear it out. I'm going to take that supercharger that I bought that really didn't do a very good job. I've not been happy with it. But I'm going to make it what I want it to be now is a battery pack, power pack. So I can plug up to 6 batteries into that already because that's all set up, which is really the hard part of doing this. I'm going to gut it out so that you won't be able to charge anything from that. But you will be able to plug things in and draw the DC power off of it, or even a 110 outlet so that you can pull 200, 300 watts power from this battery power and put up to 6 batteries in it, so you can draw a lot of power from it and get a nice size battery. You can get out of 6 batteries, my 5 amp hour, that's 30 amp hours out of a little hand carry. So that's quite a bit of power, quite honestly. So, and I think I can fit everything into that case, so I don't even have to modify the case itself on the outside other than mounting plugins and things like that. So we'll see where that goes, and I'm going to use that to do that. So all that soldering I'm going to be doing because I want to make good connectors. The other one I always crimped everything. This, I think I'm going to solder everything so that I get a better connection. Everything's going to be more tightly put together, so as you move those wires, you don't want those crimp connectors to be breaking up on you. So by going soldering, I should be able to do a job. That is why I kind of wanted to do this soldering station. I can do easily all my soldering from this, and that's what I really like about it. So I keep my wire over here. Right now I got my 12 gauge and my 16 gauge. I have some black and red 14 gauge wire coming, so I'll have 3 of the major sizes that I use. This is my voltmeter. I'll keep this real close at hand too if I need it. My helping hand is right here, so again, I can stick it up here and have it hang down, or I can stick it out here anywhere I want to use it, and it'll be easy to be able to use with my soldering iron. I keep a pair of cutters, universal cutters right here, so that anything I want to strip or cut or whatever I'm doing, I can do that. This most of the time is just going to sit right up here. Excuse my head. That's going to sit right up there out of the way, so that most of the time it's up out of the way. For lighting, check this lighting out. So I have this little magnetic light here, LED plug-in with little switches, so I can get some good light from that. And if I pull this out and want light out here, I can pull this out and set this right here instead and focus my light out further even. So this is where most of my lighting is going to come from, is from this. And it just resides up under there most of the time. I also have this little light which comes down, and again, a little specialty light that I can point anywhere, so I can get some detailed pointing from this light. And check this out. Remember Medusa? You don't remember Medusa? Sure you do. Medusa. I can take one of her eyes here. Remember I put these magnets on there? Guess what? You might want to put your sunglasses on for this one. So, woo! Now you want light? Now you got light. So this is going to actually be kind of cool, having this whole setup. And lighting is not going to be a problem here at this point. Medusa sits here most of the time anyway, and I think I'll probably keep it close at hand for when I need that super lighting. As far as the fan, I got the fan set up, so this is my suction. So if I'm soldering or I'm wood burning here, all the fumes should go out through here. And I put this, and I hooked it up to a remote switch. I had this remote that I bought, and I did a review of this when I first bought it. The first one is hooked up to my one shop vac over right behind here where my Legacy machine is. And I keep a shop vac hose there with 25-foot hose on it. So anyway, so it's button 2 here is going to turn this fan on and off. So as I need it, I can put my switch right here to easy turn on and off, and this will control my fan. So I can leave it plugged in all the time. And when it's not being used, I just put it right up here out of the way. And that's what I love about this metal cabinet, and have everything magnetic. And also for quick lighting, I also have these 2 little lights here that I can set this on almost any of my handles. The ones down here, I can set it on there, down there. So these things set anywhere on the front of this cabinet. So I just kind of, most of the time, I just keep them right here. And check this out. Ooh, I have actually have an empty drawer already that I'm ready to start putting more stuff in here. As soon as I get the electrical extension cord plugged in for the main power source, I'm going to use a good heavy-duty 16-foot cord and go into a 4x4 box where all my electrical connections are going to be made. And then I'll probably replace most of these power strips with a 4x4 boxes and quad plug-ins. And I'll have some of those strategically set around. And I'll probably ground the metal case at that point too to the ground system on the electrical, so that I'm not going to get electrocuted from this darn thing either. And that'll help. So I'm looking forward to finishing up the electrical on this thing. That's the only other thing I really, at this point, I'm thinking that I need to get done. But I can use it now, and it's safe to use. So I'm pretty excited about having it. And of course, there will be a lot of changes as we go along. So anyway, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm really happy with it. It is functional now. So now when I'm ready, I can start on that project of that Ryobi battery pack, power pack that I want to build. So I'll be able to do all the soldering I want from in that area. So ready, willing, and able. So anyway, if you have any comments, any thoughts about it, any new ideas, let me know. If you have a particular wristband suggestion for a wristband for grounding myself, let me know, because I'm kind of looking around for one. I haven't found one that is what I'm comfortable with buying yet, but I'll probably get one here pretty quick so I can have one hooked up to that, because I think being grounded would be a good idea at times. So anyway, other than that, I can't think of much else I'm really going to do. That's kind of where it's going. So, but it's functional. I love it. Any comments, like I said, leave them below. I'll quit rambling. I do want to thank you for stopping by. If you learned something here or you like this video, hit that like button. Lets me know that I'm doing the right thing. So, and if you have some ideas about these cabinets, don't be afraid to say something. Most importantly, though, please come back again, because I'm nowhere near done. Thanks. You be safe, and we'll see you again soon.